Basically, I just wanted to open up some conversation with you guys a little bit about stuff that to do with girls and us and young women and where we're at and stuff like that. The first one we'll be looking at today is how do I meet somebody. I think a lot of Christian girls, they're so keen and desperate to just meet somebody and to just get married and do all of that, and it's like, I don't want to be alone. I can totally connect with this and I totally know where you're coming from. And first of all, before you even think about meeting somebody and being with somebody, I think you need to know yourself and know who you are. And I think for me, for a season or two, I mean, I was I just wanted to meet somebody, you know, I just wanted to be with somebody. I loved being in relationships and I loved having somebody to just be there for me. And I think I was looking for it for the wrong reasons. I just wanted the physical and I wanted to be held and I wanted to be loved. That's just not the kind of place you want to be operating from if you are looking for a relationship. And I mean, that's for guys and for girls as well, that you need to be ready. And I think often we think we're ready but really we're not, and we just need to take a step back. And maybe if you aren't sure if you're ready, you're probably not, and maybe even if you think you're ready, you still might not be. And I think we've first got to go back to who we are and who we are in God, and really explore that. And what I mean when I say that is that in order to be with somebody else, you need to first be able to be by yourself. I think a lot of people are so bent on being in a relationship that they don't know how to be by themselves, and they don't know how to just be to be yourself and to be secure in who you are. And I think the place we need to start is to go back to God, and we need to be secure in who we are in Christ. And I think for us that means, like, it doesn't mean that you're completely free of all insecurity or that you are above everyone else in terms of like being super spiritual or super onto it, but I think it means that you know that when it comes down to it, and you know it and you believe it and you're living it, that you are a son or daughter of God. You're a beloved son or daughter of God, and he loves you so much that he would die for you, obviously. And then on top of that, that God created you in his image. The way you look and your personality and all of that contributes to who you are, and that's who God made you to be and who God is shaping you into be. And once you've kind of got that down and you're more secure in who you are in Christ, then I feel like you're in a much better place to be in a relationship. Once you're at that place, and I think even if you think you're ready to be in a relationship, I definitely recommend asking some influential people in your life. And I know for myself, I have a mentor who speaks into my life, and I go back to my mentor if there's something that I'm not sure about or something I'm processing, or to ask me the really tough questions. And this is a tough question, and I think if you still think you're sure, still ask someone who is more seasoned than you. And then if they think you're there, and if you've asked a few people and they all think you're there, then I think the trick to meeting somebody is to not have the intention to meet somebody first off. I think if you want to meet somebody who is maybe you want to be with somebody who's in ministry or somebody who's serving in the church, if you want to meet somebody like that, a good place to start is just to serve in your church. Maybe helping out with the children's ministry, the youth ministry, or just serving. Like, there is such a need in churches for people just to be willing to just give and to serve. And I think when you're single, you're in a great place to do that first off. But if you want to meet somebody who's into that, then why not get into it yourself? And I think, yeah, it's a really cool place to start, and then just see where it goes from there. And I think if you're in like a smaller church, like your local church is really small and there aren't a lot of, this might sound a bit harsh, but there aren't a lot of people your own age or something like that to connect with, you can always join something like a life group or a small group that's from another church that's maybe got a lot more people your age, like young adults or young people. Staying true to your home church, but like allowing yourself to leave your home church for a bit to in order to just connect with some more people and just make your group of friends in your circle a bit wider. Another thing I suggest to young girls is joining a club, or taking up a hobby, or joining like a sports team or something like that that's quite social. I think for me the absolute best place to meet somebody would be in a church, because they're there and they're there because they're seeking God, and you're there because you are seeking God. And if you want to get into a relationship with somebody, you want the centre of that relationship to be all about God, and that it grows from that. I hope this was helpful, and thank you for watching, and I really pray that this blesses you. It does help with maybe whatever season you're in terms of relationships and what you're looking for. I really hope that it inspires you maybe to think about some of this stuff if you haven't yet, or to really seek God on where things are at with you in this situation. Bless you guys.